Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. Today we're doing my next update for the Pan That palette slash it's kind of turned into Pan Those palettes update. So first things first, we'll talk about my MAC quad. I will say for the eyeshadows, well, maybe I'll do this afterwards because each one kind of works a little differently. So let's go ahead and do picture from last month and then this month. So we have my MAC quad. So I think there's a little bit of expansion in Creole Beauty and a little bit in this Rose Gold and Flip. And what I've been using is this is my inner corner highlight, this one all over my lid. I haven't touched this one at all in a few months, and that's okay. But I will say is even this month, I hardly used it. I think I said last time that I was gonna bring this on I was going out of town for like an Airbnb, like long vacation type thing with me and my old roommates. And I was like, we may not wear that much makeup. Usually when I go out, like we don't, but we did. We went out like all the time in terms of like going to, eat dinner or whatever. So we went out and did makeup and it was really strange to like be doing it. I think we've all been in quarantine for so long that it's like, we wanted to get out and actually like have nice dinners and things like that. So we did that like pretty much every night. So all like 6 days on that, I think it was a 6-day trip, all 6 days I wore makeup, which I was very surprised about. Like I said, normally when I usually just like slap it on, but like what was so exciting about going on a trip and like being with friends was part of like the getting ready process that was so fun, that we really missed. And so yeah, that was kind of like part of it. Anyways, so I used it on that trip, and then once I got back, I think I did my update for the Fall For You Project Pan, and we're in the last few days of it, actually. It's almost done, and I vowed, I was like, I want to make sure that I hit goals on those and make it successful on those eyeshadows, so they have been the priority, and I have one of those shades that I'm working on in that project pan on my lids today, so that's been the goal. I had to use 2 eyeshadows 6 times and they were both like had to be kind of using them separately. So I mean, out of the 12 days since I got back, there were probably I think like 20 days, and then just the other days I haven't worn makeup. So yeah, I haven't really used that since I got back, but there should be some usage. A lot of rambling, apologies, but basically not a ton of usage, about a week of usage of this. So yeah, I think what I want to do is, my thing is I really, really want to get Creole Beauty out of this palette by the end of the year. So for November, I have one more usage for Fall For You Project Pan. And what's the date today? I think it's the 10th that I'm filming this. And so I have one more usage, so I'm going to use that like eyeshadow one more time. Other than that though, I think I'm not going to use my Pan and Everything Project Pan palette or anything like that. I think I'm just going to stick to this shade every day wearing makeup and see how much I can get through. Because like I said, I want to make a dent in this. I want this to be gone. This has been repressed and re-hit pan on it, so hopefully I can do it. I may have to repress it again because I did get kind of a lot of on the edges there, but we'll see. Anyways, this needs to be gone. Like, I can feel it. I can taste it. It needs to go. So that being said, as well as my Ivy White Beauty little trio, I'll again do pictures from last month and then this month. And I've only been using this when I was using this quad, and I have only been using this transition shade, so there's no expansion on it. I think maybe a bit more of a dip, who really knows, but it's not like a ton. And then yeah, the other shades I haven't touched since last month at all, and I probably won't touch them until some of these are gone. I think I've really been using this as my inner corner highlight, and this other shade, the white shade in this. It's so crazy having like all these different palettes now. I'm like going between them, they're like quads and trios, so it's not like that big of a deal, but like with showing you, it's like weird. Anyways, so yeah, this one has a really nice inner corner highlight, and that's how I hit pan for this one, and I want to use that as inner corner highlight again as well. However, I'm making a lot of progress using this as an inner corner highlight, so I'm going to continue to use this because this has been in the project the longest. So the more I can use this as inner corner highlight before switching over to this, the better. So that's kind of the priority. Now we'll go ahead and do my Almay Trio. Again, we'll do last month and then this month. So this one is the exception. So I have been using this whenever I am using my Fall For You project pan stuff. So there is some changes. I was using this actually as inner corner highlight when I was using one of the looks. And that was really nice because I haven't used this as an inner corner highlight. Usually it's just for my brow bone highlight. So yeah, and I was using it wet and it was really pretty. So I have made some progress on this, really nice. And then this has been using to deepen out. And I don't know if you all will be able to tell, but like the pan is getting really thin on these edges and it's getting pretty like worn down on that side. This side I'm not really touching that much, but I put a really big brush in this side and put it like all on the outer corner of my eye and lid. And so yeah, I feel like it's just making a bit of a headway. And then I use a liner brush just to line the bottom lash line as well. And pretty much everywhere look, I've been using this to like aid those looks. Yeah. So that's my update for my eyeshadows. Now we'll do my face palette. And I have some exciting news for my face palette. I almost forgot. But we'll do updates from last month and this month. Okay, so for my Hourglass, woo! This blush is gone. Yes, one blush down. Woohoo! One more out for my numbers. I'm so excited. So yeah, that one was down. I did have to like I ended up like scraping it at the very end because it was just I just couldn't like get it up on a brush. It was so thin. I was having to like tap around the brush and like I was like, no. So I just scraped it into the powder and was done with that. One of you all told me last time not to go ahead because I was like, oh, maybe I'll repress like this shade in with my blush highlighter topper from my Project 50 pan, and one of you all was like, don't do that, it's gonna ruin the formula of the baked powder. And so I haven't. I was like, first of all, I was too lazy to begin with to like do it. I just had never. I was like, whatever, I'll like use it as it is. But then I did see your comment because I have been thinking about it, but I just hadn't gotten to it yet. And then I was like, oh, okay, I won't. But yeah, I'm using this as kind of a blush topper. I am using a cream blush and then using this on top, and then also topping my with my other blush topper highlighter from my Project 50 pan that I'm trying to use up. So yeah, this has like some color to it. Like it's supposed to be a bronzer. You can see how little of the bronzer there actually is in the marbling, and I'm freaking pale, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, so it does have like a yellow tint almost. Otherwise I would just use it like as a setting powder, but also I'm really oily, so I don't do that anyways. So I don't know, like I would try to use it elsewhere, but there is a little color that I get from it. So I'm like, oh, I'll just throw it on my cheeks and see what happens. And I think it adds like a nice little glow, I guess. But yeah, I'm kind of just using it for the sake of using it at this point. I have been thinking, I'm like, maybe I can like crush this up and crush my other highlighter up and use it as like a loose setting or a loose powder. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. So we'll see. Right now I'm just kind of going with the flow. Also though, I will say, still been using this. I kind of stopped with again, the Fall For You project pan was the top priority, and there were two highlighters in that I was using, but I have gone back to, I hit goal on it like midway through, and now I'm back to using this, and I really think, I mean, it's pretty dang thin. I don't know if y'all can tell. It's really attractive. With my hand, sorry. But I think I can possibly finish it by the end of the month, maybe. What do you all think? Basically, we will see. I really want to make progress in this, finish it if I can. That would be awesome if I could finish it. I don't know if I will be able to. It just depends on how much I wear makeup, but this will be the priority for this month. And then with this, I mean, I'm just making progress. This is kind of like both of these are like, at this point, like, oh, I'm just kind of going with the flow. I'm just using them to finish my looks, and when they're done, but like a quiet pans almost. But this is the priority. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully there's progress on this, expansion on that. We'll see. I mean, I don't think I can hit pan in this one right now, but maybe a more visible dip would be nice. So, and then Hourglass, hopefully we can go ahead and finish this, and we'll see what happens with this one. Who knows? But, oh, and then this one I'm not using because I use this as a highlighter, even though it's supposed to be a face setting powder. I use this as a highlighter, so this is also a highlighter. I'm not using this until this is done. So once this is done, I can go ahead and finish that. Also, sorry if you can hear like scratching on a door. That is my dog trying to get in here, but she's fine. She doesn't need to come in. My mom's outside. It's fine. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day and your pans are going well. Pan the palette, pan those palettes are going well. So yeah, have a good day. Bye.